Hi, my name is Sandra, and I design websites and graphics. Today, I'll be working in Photoshop. A banner is usually placed along the top of a website or blog, and often represents what the website or blog is about. A photographic banner uses a single photograph. A graphic banner uses various elements, which is what I'll be making today. I'll start by choosing File, New. I'll type in a name, Graphic Banner. I'll choose Pixels, and I want the width to be 151 pixels and the height 315 pixels. I want the resolution to be 72, and I'll click OK. Next, I want to choose File, Open. I will navigate to my original images, and I'm looking for the tape measure image. With the Zoom tool, I want to click on the canvas a few times. With the Quick Selection tool, I want to paint over the entire tape measure. I can make the size of the brush larger by pressing on the right bracket, or if I needed to, I could press on the left bracket to make it smaller. As I brush over the entire canvas, I want to make sure I select everything, going back over anything I may have missed. When I'm done with this, I want to go over to the Layers panel. There I'll click on the Layer Mask button. This will make my background transparent. It's actually just hiding the background. I want to save this file. I'll choose File, Save As, and I want to save it as a ping. Click Save. I'm going to keep the default settings. Click OK. I want to choose File, Open, and navigate to my buttons image. Click Open. I want to show you how to use the Quick Selection tool in another way. I will select the button, use my bracket, my left bracket, to make it smaller, and by pressing the Options or Alt key, I can eliminate what I don't want or deselect what I don't want. If I make a mistake, for example, I can press the Alt or Options key to get rid of my mistake. I can press the Alt or Options key to eliminate areas within my selection, deselecting these little buttonholes. I would do this with all the buttons, but for now I'm just showing you how it's done, so I'm going to just press the Layer Mask button and choose File, Save As, and again a ping file is what I want, and save. Keeping the default settings, I'll click OK. I want to click on the tab that takes me back to my graphic banner. I'll choose File, Place. I want to navigate to the folder that I've created, which holds all my prepared images. I prepared the images in advance to save time. I'll choose the thread image and click Place. Holding the Shift key, I will click and drag on a corner handle to enlarge the image. I'll move it into place and press Return. I'll choose another image. In the same way, I'll look for the red material. Again, I'll hold the Shift key as I click and drag, and I'll move the image into place. When I have it just the way I like it, I can hit Return. I'll choose File, Place again. This time I want the buttons image. Again, I'll enlarge it, put it into place, and hit Return. File, Place, looking for the striped material. Now I've purposely put the striped material in front of the buttons because I want to show you how you can rearrange layers. By going to the Layers panel, I can move a layer to position it above another layer. I can also click on a layer to make adjustments to that layer. I'll choose File, Place, and continue to choose some images This time I will choose the green material. Once the image is in place, I want to choose Edit, Transform, Flip Horizontal, and then I can drag it over. Again, I will choose File and Place, and I will choose the pins. I want to resize it. To make it smaller, I just push the handle inward, and again I click Return. Next I want to place the tape measure image, and this one I want to make larger, so I drag outward, position it, hit Return. Next I'll add some type. I'll choose the Type tool, make the font Arial black in the options bar and 72 points. I'll click on the foreground default button to make it black. I'll then type in the word "so." With the Move tool, I can move it into place. Next, I'll choose Edit, Free Transform. I'll drag the bottom of the bounding box down, and then I'll put my cursor just outside the bounding box and rotate the text. I'll position it into place, then select the type. I'll choose Window, Character. In the Characters panel, I will type in a new tracking number. I'll type in 130. Then close the panel. I'll click on another tool to deselect the type. Then I will choose Type, Convert to Shape. I'll choose the Rectangle tool, and in the options bar I'll change the shape to Path. I'll choose the Text tool, make the type Arial, and make it 8 point. I'll click on the double-headed arrow to change the foreground color to white. When I hover over the S, the Type tool indicates that it's ready to type along a path. As you can see, I'm typing a repeated lowercase l. This creates what looks like stitching. I'll click on the So layer before moving on to the letter E. If I want the stitches to appear further apart, I can either press on the space bar between each letter L or adjust the tracking in the Character panel. In the same way that I put stitching around the S and the E, I want to put stitching around the letter W. When done with this, I want to click on the So layer and then the Delete button, which looks like a small trash can. This will delete the So text, but leave what looks like stitching. I'll choose File, Save, decide on where I want to save it, and click Save. And I'm done. I now have a graphic banner ready to use in a website or blog. I hope you found this video helpful. Thank you for joining me.